Hi, in the earlier lecture, we have seen how to integrate Checkstyle as a part of Jenkins. Let us see how this can be integrated through a demo. Already I have installed Jenkins. Let me give a quick overview on the installation part. Jenkins can be downloaded for various operating systems. Depending on the operating system that you are working on, you can download, and the installation instruction is also very simple. When it comes to Windows, it provides this as an installer. I can do the installation. Once the installation is done, it's going to add a service as a part of Windows services. So I can get into the Jenkins and I can start. Based on the requirement, I can restart the Jenkins service from this specific location. Now the Jenkins services is running. I can access the Jenkins web UI from the port localhost 8080. As discussed earlier, Jenkins provides continuous integration where I can create a number of projects, pipelines, and I can schedule how that particular automation should happen. Let me go ahead and create a new item, and I can go ahead and manage the Jenkins from Manage Jenkins location. Here within the Manage Plugins, I can search for the plugin Checkstyle. Under Available tab, I can search for the plugin. So this dedicated plugin for the Checkstyle is deprecated. All the functionalities have been moved to the next generation plugin called Warnings Next Generation. And already I have installed. Installation is as simple as check the plugin that you want to install and do the installation. I have already installed, so let me check the plugin that is installed as a part of the installed plugin. Here I do have the plugin that is installed, Warnings Next Generation plugin. And once it is installed, I will be in a position to configure the plugin as a part of the project that I am creating. So here I can go ahead and create a new item, what type of project that I wanted to create. As this course is not about Jenkins, we are not going to get very detailed discussion about Jenkins. I'll show a quick demo on how to create a project. Checkstyle Demo 1. I'll give a name. I'll select the type of project as Freestyle project. Say OK. Here are all the configurations required for this specific project in terms of the general description, where the source code is being managed, how the build should get triggered. Either trigger it remotely or periodically, or either I can do it as a hook. Whenever there is a Git activity, automatically it will do the build, or periodically it can pull the source control system, and if there are any code change event happened, then it is going to trigger the build. So I can have complete control on when the build activity should get triggered, and it can be automated. And what type of build environment settings that I wanted in terms of how to handle the workspace, what if the build activity is stuck with any error, or what should happen with the console output. All that can be controlled from this build environment. And here is where the actual activity happening of build step. Either the build should happen through the AND, Gradle, or through the Windows batch command or through the shell command. I can provide the details. In case if it is an AND, it will ask for the target, which target should be triggered for that particular project, and automatically it will look for the build.xml file. And post action execution, after the build happens, what should happen? So here's where the option I do have, where record, compiler, warnings, and static analysis results. So the result provided by the static analysis tool will be captured over here, and what type of tool I am using. And this particular plugin is designed to handle almost every static analysis tool. I am going to use Checkstyle. So I'll be using the Checkstyle, and I'll provide where the report will get generated. Based on that, it is going to generate the visualization. So I am going to use this specific project, that is Checkstyle Demo 1, to do the build. Once the project is created, I can do the build very immediately, or I can go ahead and do the configuration in terms of any change to be done as a part of the configuration. So we have seen how to create a new project and where and all the configurations needs to be done in terms of how to do the configuration for Checkstyle plugin, that is Warnings Next Generation tool, and how to trigger the build and where to do the configuration for the source control system. As a part of the next lecture, I am going to configure a project, do the build, see the result using the Checkstyle plugin as a part of Jenkins.